Hello and welcome to the national election debate. This one is on the issue which will really determine the way the country votes. Many people believe of all the issues in this election, the one issue which impacts you the most is the issue of prices, the way the economy is run. The issue tonight for debate is the economy. And on the national election debate, on the economy, the subject today is this. Please note, members of the audience, the subject very carefully because we will have two shows of hands. The subject is this. If the economy is the main issue in this election, then the UPA cannot win the election of 2014. I'll repeat myself. If the economy is the issue in this election, then the UPA cannot win the election of 2014. That's the debate here today. Before I welcome my panelists, we have three panelists. Let's have a round of applause for each one of them as I introduce them. Three brilliant speakers, three eminent men. He's very soft when you meet him in one-to-one social conversations, aren't you? Thank you. But Anand Sharma, behind that sweet smile of yours this evening, is a sharp debater. When he came on the last debate, the last national election debate, he almost carried the house with him, which was unexpected for someone representing the UPA, which was considered to be at that point, and the Sangh Parivar. And the subject was the issue of corruption. On the issue of corruption, he carried half the house with him. Today, you have a difficult job. Anand Sharma is now Union Cabinet Minister in charge of Commerce and Industry and Textiles, Member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha, huge association with the Congress Party, founder member of the National Students Union of India. He was President of the Youth Congress way back in 1985. He was appointed to the Foreign Affairs Ministry in 2006, Information and Broadcasting Minister in October 2008 and in charge of the Commerce Ministry since 2009, one of the senior most members of the Manmohan Singh cabinet. Anand Sharma, it's fantastic to see you today. Round of applause for him. Aren't we so happy today to have men of eminence? We wait for debates like these to set the agenda. And to my left, but certainly not a left-leaning man at all, is he? Ravi Shankar Prasad. He's been the deputy leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha. And he is one. He's a lawyer by profession. His association with politics begins in the 1970s when he's part of the student movement under Jai Prakash Narayan. Long associated with the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. First elected to the Rajya Sabha in April 2000. Has served on so many parliamentary committees I lose count. During the Vajpayee government, he was Minister of State for Coal and Mines. He took over Law and Justice. He took over the critical Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. He's been part of the BJP National Executive since 1995, General Secretary. He's been Chief National Spokesperson, and he is now a critical member of Team Namo. Ravi Shankar Prasad, welcome to the debate. Welcome to the debate. And the rules are very, very simple. The rules are simple. Everybody will get 2 minutes to make their opening remarks, and in the middle of the opening remarks, I would appreciate there are no interjections, but if any of our other panelists feel that the other panelist has made a factually incorrect comment which you have to interject on, we have the option of a fact check. To the panelists, I would say use the fact check very, very carefully. When you say fact check, the other speaker has to stop. So you have 2 minutes. After that, we will go into open debate. At the end of the 2 minutes, the other two sides get a chance to interrogate the person who makes their opening remarks. and then the debate carries on. We'll have a vote in the beginning, we'll have a vote at the end of the debate, and two things, remember, you are not speaking for yourselves, gentlemen, you are speaking for your political parties, right? Do not change your positions in the course of the debate. Everything is on record. Let's begin. The buzzer will go at the end of the first 2 minutes. Let's begin. For the first 2-minute introduction on the subject, if the economy is the issue in this election, the UPA cannot win this election. Let's have a round of hands first. How many of you believe that UPA, that is the Congress-led UPA, cannot win the election if the economy is the issue? How many of you are against the UPA on the economy? Anand Sharma, see that number there.
No, I've seen that.
That's 75% at least of the audience. Anyway, the first speaker today on that subject, Amit Mitra of the Trinamool Congress. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I'm delighted to be here.
Thank you.
I find in India, and my party, led by Mamata Bandyopadhyay, we find in India weakened, demoralized, divided, unjust, falling economic growth, and the nation is seeking a change. Nation is seeking a regeneration. I must say here, as far as the opposition is concerned, both are of course known to me for years, important leaders. The nation does not want an unsecular India. It does not want to see riots. It wants a united India, but diverse in its capacity, integrating unity and diversity. So on one hand, you have a choice of acute corruption, whether it's Colgate, whether it is 2G Gate, whatever it is. That's the reason why the young people have raised their hands. Lack of transparency, integrity, and no credibility. On the other hand, you have a situation where you have a riot-prone entities, you have a position which is non-secular, concerns of divided society. So what I would start by saying is, India is seeking a change, just as Bengal got a change after 34 years. Everybody thought communists are not beatable. They were beaten, and Bengal has turned around, and we now hope that in a small way, under Mamata Banerjee's leadership, we'll have a small contribution to changing India into a regeneration of India, into a renaissance of India. Turn this lack of confidence around and bring about the moral fiber, bring about anti-corruption, make sure that economic growth happens with employment. Employment, jobless growth is not acceptable. It is employment and the poor and inclusion that has to be part of this debate.
Amit Mitra, you just declared Mamata Banerjee your prime ministerial candidate. Thank you very much. Let's have a round of applause for his opening remarks. Any questions for Amit Mitra from our panelists? Any questions? Or are you letting him pass without questions? You have questions?
I'm not.
You have questions? Who?
I'm
okay,
not.
the first interjection from Anand Sharma to Amit Mitra. Go ahead, sir. You can address him directly.
Amit is a person for whom I have personal respect. He's a good man in the wrong party. Now, if you are talking of transforming India the way the Parivartan is done in Bengal, if you are talking to bringing the cleanliness in politics as to what has happened in Bengal, not only the chit fund scam, not only the kind of intolerance that we are seeing, and the fact that there is a competitive regression, is not change. People voted for Parivartan, for change, believing in what Mamata and Trinamool said, but it is the reverse gear and the car has not moved to the first gear. They are scaring away investors, created an environment unwelcoming of investors. I have not seen major institutions. I have not seen a vision. I have only seen noise.
What's your question, sir? Are you making an observation or a question?
So my question is that have you looked at Amit Mitra, the great economist for whom I have respect, the sheer numbers of investments in Bengal and the kind of debt that Bengal has? What have you done since the Parivartan to bring about a change which is not visible, not known either to the Reserve Bank, not known to the rest of the country?
Response, sir.
I think a very important question indeed, and I have great regard for Mr. Sharma as well as Mr. Prasad. But we differ strongly. Statistic, India grew by 4.9%.
Okay.
Bengal grew by 7.71%. That's what we mean by growth. Number two, look at the index of industrial production, which is a part of the Honorable Mr. Sharma's ministry, and I'm quoting his ministerial data. Overall index of industrial production grew in India by negative 0.2%, negative. Bengal grew by 6.6% positive. Whether you look at mining, negative 2.2 India, Bengal 6.4. Negative 0.6 in the case of
You want to answer his question on the chit fund scam?
As far as chit fund is concerned, the origins
Answer
of the
him.
chit, yes, I am answering directly. The chit funds were created under the left regime. In the Assembly House, I showed photographs on the table of the ministers of the
You can
CPM
counter-
who were with
counter-
the chit
counterjection
fund
is
people.
allowed.
Listen.
Who says we got you?
Here-
In fact, let me submit to you on the
Rebuttal
chit
is
fund
allowed.
issue. Let me submit. We have created a commission. Already the poor people below 10,000 rupees who had kept, we have already given over 4.5 lakhs of people that so that they survive. We have arrested the guy, arrested them from Kashmir, and they are in jail for the last 6-7 months. Isn't that the action of the government that you expect to see? Who created them?
Amit
Created
Mitra,
them during
Amit
the
Mitra, if
CPM.
Suresh Kalmadi was to carry out the CWG scam and then say, I'm going to give a few free tickets for the Commonwealth Games to people, would you have forgiven him?
I think you have to ask yourself, Arnab, who created the chit funds? Is it today?
You didn't answer-
Sanchoita was created in the 1970s. Nothing the left government did.
So if they did something
I'm
wrong, you're
not
allowed
talking
to do
about
something
Congress.
wrong as well.
I am saying we have arrested them. They are
Anand
in jail.
Sharma, you concede,
There-
I presume.
There is a commission created, and the High Court of West Bengal has said that this commission is
Anyway.
empowered to work.
Anyway.
Isn't this a governance with spirit?
Anand Sharma did not.
Governance in spirit we have seen on many issues in Bengal, including when it comes to the atrocities against women and rapes, and
Okay,
what
one
is the
thing, that's-
response.
that's no
But
relevance.
let me go back,
That's
and
no
the country
relevance
knows
to the
about
subject.
it.
That's no relevance to the
But
subject.
when no, it has relevance because he's saying governance. That is also an issue of governance.
So
You
the
can't
BJP
divorce.
also needs to come in.
No,
It's,
of course he will come in.
Now, can I have something
I will
to say, or
retreat.
it
But
will
I was
go
just
only
going
like
I'm coming to you,
that?
I'm coming to you.
No, I had just had to counter one thing, one quick rebuttal, that his Trinamool Congress members of parliament have been named for association, for active connivance, and Mamata Banerjee herself is not in denial. There has been a split on this issue. There has been action against 2 of the MPs, and there is also another MP of theirs, of Trinamool Congress, who is under investigation. So
Who is
left,
investigating? The government of West Bengal has put him
No,
in jail.
no.
That is what
no,
integrity means,
no,
Mr. Sharma.
No.
Has your government put people
I'm
in
sorry,
jail?
the SEBI is
Can I say
Has
investigating.
your
something?
MPs
Those
been
are
put in
not-
jail? No.
A second
Our
interjection
MPs
comes
jail
in from
by the
Ravi
government.
Shankar Prasad at
That's
this
not
stage.
true. I think
Ravi Shankar
he's
Prasad.
suffering from selective amnesia.
Ravi
We have
Shankar
put
Prasad.
ministers in prison.
Counter
So
question.
don't, just read your facts.
Counter question to Amit Mitra's opening remarks by Ravi Shankar Prasad.
I think the parivartan is going to happen in India. That is the parivartan people are waiting for. And that is the parivartan Mr. Anand Sharma is trying to run away with. In response to the question he asked Dr. Mitra, my straight question to him is,
To whom?
to Mr. Anand Sharma.
So but you're supposed to ask at this stage of the debate. You're supposed to. I know you are raring to go at the Congress. But do you have a question to ask? No. Do you have a question to ask, Amit? No. Are you so desperate? Are you, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, so desperate for the support of Mamata Banerjee
can I
after
speak?
the elections that you've started wooing him on a national election debate?
Can I speak?
I have never seen, in my entire career, I have never seen you not ask a question to somebody when you've been given an
The point is
opportunity.
the anchor is speaking more, not allowing me to speak. That's the problem with the anchor.
Ask the question.
Aruna Goswami.
Ask the
Dr.
question.
Mitra, I hope you will understand. Since you talked of the federal front, my regard for you is too well known. But federal front or the third front or the other front you talked about, this mystical front, which always appears and disappears with elections on, is a regular phenomena. Do you think, regardless of your party's and leaders' popularity in Bengal, you can become an all India force to unseat the corrupt, non-performing asset of UPA led by the Congress party, which has brought the economy to a doldrum? That's the question I would like to know from you.
Amit Mitra.
Mr. Prasad, I think I must confess to you, when history changes, when tectonic shifts appear, little incremental changes are not what we need. We think there's a big bang change underway where the 2 original parties of India one from the pre-independence days and one from the later, what I would say is people are crying out for a third process. Now you can call it Federal Front, you can call it whatever you like.
Or illusory also.
The people of India are looking for change. Mamata Banerjee represents Parivartan. Now what will be the matrix of that change? History will bring out. So my submission to you is, there is no doubt in my mind, people are looking at a changed matrix, which we feel the time has come. And let me end by responding to you. It used to be said that what Bengal thinks today, India will think tomorrow, said not by a Bengali, but by the great Mr. Gokhale. Today I can give you 5 examples, which I will not do just now, showing that what West Bengal has done today, India will do tomorrow. That is what the change is about.
But
Well, I hope it's not the chit fund scam. My second speaker today on the national election debate is Ravi Shankar Prasad of the BJP on the subject, if the economy is the issue, the UPA cannot win the election. It should be easy for you. You have only 2 minutes. You don't need to exceed the time
they
limit.
have got
on this
no
one.
face to show as far as the economy is concerned. In 2009, his leader publicly said in 100 days price rise will be controlled. His leader said in 100 days corruption shall be controlled. Today the time for a departure has come. Inflation, price rise is troubling the people of India. Unemployment is staring on the face of young Indians. Corruption after corruption, no, hats off to you. I thought with the topic is very relevant. The people of the country are yearning for a change, and this change is going to only come about under an important party, an all India party, and a leader whose popularity is being repeatedly. It can be the BJP-led NDA and Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister, which the country is yearning for a change. That's how I see it.
Well, I'll just tell you one thing, fact check from my side. Yes, you left at 8.1%, sir, in 2003, 2004. But I find it completely shocking that a person of your eminence...
Correct your fact first. I have got the economic survey of 2004-5 by Mr. Chidambaram, and let me read it. The economy has registered a growth rate of 8.5% in 2003-04,
Okay,
the highest ever in 30 years.
So
Check your fact properly, Mr. Goswami.
So, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, if you are going to do that selective dissemination of fact, I challenge you right now. Tell me the growth rate in the year before, in 2002, 2003.
Yes, I am telling you.
4%.
Yes, no, sorry.
What does that prove?
Please, when we came to power in
Don't selectively put facts, Mr. Prasad.
I'm so happy you're saying that.
Thank you.
When we came to power in 1998, the growth rate of India was 4.8%.
No, so you concede that you gave selective
but
information.
Please, no. I take strong offense to this insinuation. Please check up your facts.
My facts are before
I have
me.
got all the facts with me, more than you.
I have facts as well.
With
I have the facts as well, sir.
With 4.8% growth rate, because of leadership, good governance, giving incentive, other things, we left a robust growth rate of 8.5%. And with that basis, they have brought it to 4.7% because of mismanagement, because of corruption.
I would
There
rather
is
make my
a
statement.
fact check and a counter question from your eminent friend Anand Sharma to you, Anand Sharma to Ravi Shankar Prasad.
You see, my advice to Ravi Shankar is that speaking very loudly does
I'm
not-
eloquent, not loud.
No, please. Please. Don't worry.
Yes.
Everybody was born with some degree of eloquence.
Yes, you are.
Second thing which I would like to correct you, you were wrong when you were disputing and rather reprimanding Arnab. Let me give you, for the benefit of the audience,
First time the Congress has come in my defense in the last 10 years.
for the now,
Not
friends,
that I need it.
I will give you many interesting numbers today, just not only
That
to
is what only you
debunk.
can give. You cannot give
Please
substance.
allow me. Now, I have asked
You
you a
cannot give
question.
substance.
This is
Let
wrong
him
habit.
complete, sir. Let him complete.
No, let me complete.
Yes.
The GDP growth rate of NDA government, I am giving to you. And Ravi Shankar, I challenge you to question.
Yeah.
98, 99, 6.7%. 99, 2000, 7.6%.
Yeah.
2000, 2001, 4.3%.
Correct.
2001, 2, 5.5%.
Yeah.
And 2003, 4%.
Was I right?
You were right.
Thank you.
Now,
Ravi
second
Shankar
thing.
Prasad.
No, I will have to
No,
interrupt
I am
here.
not.
Just a minute. Just a
Listen,
minute.
I am giving you the numbers. I can share them with
All
you.
right.
And I
Yes.
challenge you to
No,
disprove
all
them.
right.
Okay.
No, I must reply to
No,
him
do
here
you
itself.
concede?
No,
Do you
but
concede
this-
defeat
I
on
This
that
is
point?
published government
No, no, please,
data.
please.
It is
He-
available.
Are you saying the Commerce Minister of India is lying
He
with
is
the
wrong.
facts?
Oh,
I'm saying
God.
so.
Are you
I'm
saying
just-
he's
yes.
lying?
No, I'm sorry. I will not use that. He is wrong. And let me tell you.
No, well.
Just, or no,
Are you saying the Commerce Minister is making up the facts
My
tonight?
He
God.
is wrong. Let me reply. This is the economic survey of 2004.
Listen, I'm giving you the
Please
6
wait.
years numbers.
Please wait. Presented
Question,
by,
which number?
by Mr.
Don't mislead the people.
Mr. Chidambaram, the finance minister of
You have
India. on
fine-tuned the
parliament.
art of telling,
Or no, can we have a
distorting
civilized
facts,
debate?
uttering half-truths and
Please,
untruths. That's
don't-
what your leader believes,
don't
that's what
shout,
party
please,
believes.
Please don't
And that's
shout.
what you are doing
Wait for your
here.
term.
That's
Or no,
exactly
or no,
what you are
no,
doing.
You are completely wrong. Or no, I must
I'm
reply
not
here.
wrong.
You are wrong.
You have to teach economics
I
to
repeat, you are
Modi.
wrong. I am showing your Chidambaram's document here.
That's
Please
the
wait.
economic
Listen,
survey
listen.
document,
Yes,
sir.
please.
That's the economic survey is
Yeah,
I
not
have
always
given
the
you
last
6
one.
years.
Please.
I've
Economic
given you
survey.
6 years. He's just
Please,
showing
yes, I'll
to
explain to you.
He's showing to you a
I will
2004
explain
document.
everything.
I have placed before
Yes.
him
Yours is
6
a
years.
paper. Yours
6
is a
years.
paper. Mine is your document,
listen.
economic survey, before the parliament.
My
Please
documents
wait.
have
please
not
wait.
come from my
Or no,
pocket,
will you
but
kindly
from the
control
government
Mr.
data.
Sharma? If only he wants to speak, then good luck.
No, that's
I've
not
asked
the
you a
point.
question.
The point is we are doing a fact
Yeah,
check on
fact
UPA
check.
versus
It's a
NDA.
fact check, that's my
Yes,
right.
therefore,
I
all right.
know that you cannot answer.
Yes, I am answering you. Please
No, you
wait.
cannot answer.
You have for the
I know
patience.
You have no
You
numbers.
have for the
You cannot
patience.
contest the numbers.
Yes, I will
6
contest.
years numbers
I
are
will
given.
contest.
Which
Keep
year you
quiet.
want to contest?
Just keep quiet.
Name the year.
Yes.
I won't
yes.
keep quiet.
Yes, you'll have
I
to.
will expose you.
You'll have to. I will expose you.
You
deserve
can't.
to.
You
Your
can't. You wait
government
for my
deserves to
turn.
be exposed. Your government deserves to be exposed.
Don't worry.
Yes. Now the point is.
Those who live in glass houses should think about
the
and
time
worry
for
about
your
themselves.
departure has come. People are
Sir,
waiting
let
for
me-
you
I
to
will
go.
tell you
Yes.
about
Are you,
your
are you,
scams
are
and
you
your
one
two-face.
second, Mr. Anand Sharma, may I ask you something? Are you doing all this? I appreciate the fact that you
Do I have a right to make my opening
No, you do,
statement?
but don't think that the UPA government, which is synonymous
Oh, no,
with,
can I allow
which
me to
is
speak?
the UPA
Arnav,
government,
can I
which is
correct?
1 minute. I just want to
Listen.
say, put it in perspective.
Oh, no,
Not
this is not
the
fair.
UPA government,
No,
which
he
is
has made allegations against me. Allow me to reply.
I
Just
never
wait.
made any allegation
You have
against
just
you.
made.
No.
Please wait.
Have
No,
I made
please
any
wait.
allegation against
Please
Ravi
wait
Shankar
now.
Prasad? Even one?
Yeah, I'm
Even
afraid
one
he
allegation?
did not allow me to reply also to
No.
that.
Let there be a
Yes, now
fact
all right.
check with the audience.
Please speak.
Have I
Allow
leveled
me to
any
speak.
allegation? I
Allow me
cannot.
to speak. You have just shouted a lot.
That I have left to you.
Gentlemen,
and
I
to your
think,
party.
I think we'll waste time on the debate
Or
if we
no,
carry on
or
this
no,
point. So
or no.
on this one, I will allow you to make your point.
Just one
But
point.
after that,
Yes.
we have to move on to the next
Surely,
question.
surely.
Yes, one.
My point is
You
very-
made your point. You disagree with him.
I have not made my opening
No,
statement.
I had come to you for your opening statement.
Yes.
We are still on his.
Or
Ravi
no,
Shankar
or no,
Prasad, complete your
My
point.
point is very simple. He is showing a sheet of paper. I am showing the economic survey presented before the parliament by Mr. Chidambaram, his eminent finance minister. I never dispute we began with 4.8. What I am only saying, when we demitted offices May 2004, the growth rate of India, we left at a robust 8.5%,
Okay,
which
fine.
Mr. Chidambaram is acknowledging on the floor of the House. He has brought it down by his mismanagement to 4.7%.
But you can also
That's all I'm
say.
saying.
No, but did you say that during 2005, 2006,
Yes.
the UPA took it to 9.6%? I'm
Yes,
not batting for them,
They
but
had
you
a
know,
base. I agree with you.
What was the base?
The base was 8.5%.
But they took it to 9.7%.
Yes, they enjoyed and
You
then
credit
squandered
them
away.
for that.
It's squandered away because of corruption, because of inflation, because
Right.
of mismanagement.
Second
because of
question
policy
to
process.
Ravi Shankar Prasad from Amit Mitra, please. Now the debate is getting interesting. And I can
It
assure
has
you,
to be with Anand Sharma there.
it
has to be
hasn't,
there.
we haven't yet, yes, with Anand Sharma there, who's giving you a run for your money, and I'm sure you will give him a run for his. Amit Mitra's second
And both
question on the
collectively-
national election debate on the economy is to Ravi Shankar Prasad. Yes, Dr. Mitra.
I think
Make
very
it brief.
important for me to ask Mr. Prasad, can he deny that there were riots-prone areas during his regime?
Are we
That
talking
the-
about riots or the
that
economy? Are you shifting?
I'm saying
shifting gear?
I'm shifting gear because riots then impact the economy.
No, but you can't. This is a debate on the economy. We had
That's
a
fine.
debate.
That's fine.
Yeah.
My submission is, has there been job-creating growth that the numbers that Mr. Prasad quoted? The truth is that this is jobless growth. We are looking at a nation on behalf of a leader like Mamata Banerjee with integrity, credibility, that it will be inclusive in the real sense. Small and medium enterprises, sir. The bank lending this year in West Bengal has been
So are you here to
105%.
praise the West Bengal government in every statement of yours? Will you ask a question to the
I'm
BJP?
only giving statistic, no praise.
No, but you are. This is the national
I am
election
bringing
debate,
in-
sir. You are making it an advertisement for the
I
Bengal
think
government. I protest.
I would like to suggest
Sir,
that
this is not an advertisement
I
for the
think
Mamata Banerjee
anchor-
government.
I'm not debating the anchor. Okay?
Sir, please ask your question, sir.
My question is very simple. One is jobless growth, which I can substantiate. You kindly explained during this period. Also, you explain how the tectonics of that process of inclusion of the common people.
Yes.
For example, small and medium enterprises. They are the biggest job producers. What happened to them? What about the unorganized sector? What about the agricultural sector?
But you were part of the Vajpayee government.
Well, I'm not just talking about
No, but
Vajpayee
Trinamool
government.
Congress was part of the. Why don't you answer the
I'm
question?
asking Mr. Prasad that kind of growth, whatever the debate
Yeah,
between my
but-
two very honored friends, has to be job creating. A new model of economy
Well,
has
that's
to be
okay,
built.
sir. But what's your question to
My
him?
question to him is that new model in the change that people are seeking was not there.
Sir, again, you're going back to
I'm
Mamata
saying the
Banerjee.
new model of economic, political economy.
Okay,
was not there.
okay, take a question.
We
Answer, please.
I
Answer.
will very
I'm
shortly
coming to you.
reply. Dr. Mitra, you are a very great economist and a good friend. You may recall in the Vajpayee government, we had promised more than 1 crore jobs, and the National Sample Survey also confirmed that. It is a matter of record. We have given that. As far as job creation is concerned, our record is much outstanding. Their job creation record is much dismal. The National Sample Survey said 4 lakh per year for the last 4-5 years, much down. The Planning Commission will do that. I see your point. There is a need for improvement. And ultimately, the biggest casualty of Indian economic growth has been because of bad governance. Indian economy is in shambles today. That forget foreigners, even Indians are not trusting the Indian economy as far as investment is concerned. Scams, policy paralysis, lack of decision making, lack of clarity, and the hostile discrimination with the state government, including your state government. That is the record of this government. Therefore, the people are really yearning for a change. That's how I see it. And if good governance is there, delivery can be there. You claim you have improved the tax structure. I wish the eminent Finance Minister of India would learn a little from you, which he hasn't.
The states also play a role
You
in
have not come
inflation.
here to have a lecture on the economy of
No.
the country. On your
It's
bad
the debate on
governance, you have
economy.
come here.
It's not
When
bad.
you have malgoverned
It's your
India.
disinformation,
Yes.
wrong facts, distortion, half-truths, untruths.
Very good. Very
Why
good.
Gujarat
Good,
and
good,
Bengal?
good, good.
Why Gujarat and
No,
Bengal
can I
have
come
not
here?
abolished the
Can I-
Mandi Act?
Anand Sharma, before you begin your remarks, I have a request for you. I want you to tell this audience and everyone watching this national election debate, I want you to include issues such as the several scams in your government. No, the several scams in your government, and certainly I want you to include the crippling price rise in the many years of your government, because I don't want you to keep these issues aside in your opening remarks. Anand Sharma, your 2 minutes starts now.
We are talking about economy. The UPA 2 government assumed office in a very challenging backdrop. 2008, one of the worst financial crises, which Amit Mitra cannot deny. And soon after that came the financial crisis, the food crisis, the oil crisis. That was the backdrop in which we took office, where we had to make massive adjustments, interventions. 3% of India's GDP was invested in the 3 stimulus packages to reinvigorate the Indian economy. It was a global crisis which affected all countries, developed and developing. Nobody can be in denial. And any economist would tell you, who knows elementary economics, that when a financial economic crisis comes riding on top of the financial crisis, that is the severest, that is the longest and difficult to overcome. Allow me, you didn't interrupt others like that with 2 bells. When you look at the FDI inflows, their entire period of 6 years didn't even get 30 billion, where we have got more than 300 billion. In the first 4 years of UPA 2, 176 billion US dollars. I can give you all the numbers. They are talking of unemployment, employment. Now it is 5%. That is the unemployment rate.
Mr.
Their time was 8%.
You have taken more time.
So what they are telling you is not correct. They are misleading, and I am correcting them. And I have enough more to say about their great model and the new vision which they have come, disowning Atal Bihari Vajpayee, thinking that only Mr. Narendra Modi has brought new economic vision.
I thought you have a choice not to answer my question. But I thought perhaps, and I will not get into a debate at this point with you, but I will later, sir. Ravi Shankar Prasad will ask you the counter question
not your
now.
account, but my account.
Ravi Shankar Prasad's first counterjection to
Your Lordship, can I
Anand
speak
Sharma.
now?
Go ahead, please.
Your Excellency.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, let me preface that if a boy has failed in the matriculation examination, and the father asks,
Who, Narendra Modi failed?
and the father asks how have you performed, he will say, see the average of my class 6th and 7th examination. Come on, Mr. Anand Sharma, if the economy is so rosy, why is unemployment so down? Why is manufacturing down? Why is investment down? Why is the infrastructure down? And why the growth rate is 4.7% if the economy you are presenting is so rosy? And let me correct you.
Complete quickly.
And let me just correct you on last point. Your finance minister on Vajpayee performance on the floor of the house in economic survey said it was the highest growth rate of 30 years except 75, 76. Therefore, I am only asking you, if everything is so rosy, why you could not control inflation, price rise, unemployment, and why even elementary vegetables are so costly? That's the simple question I am asking.
Well,
You are talking of trillion, billion,
Now I think
foreign coming. Come on the basics. They're asking the basic questions.
Yes, Mr. Prasad, we got your question. Yes,
Is
Anand
it
Sharma.
a fundamental issue to tell you what was the GDP and what is the GDP today? Why are you uncomfortable when I tell you what was the FDI, foreign direct investment? Because you had a great economic
महंगाई क्यों बढ़ी जवाब
Please,
दीजिए ना आप
please, अरे एक नहीं सारी बात सुनिए ना, सारी बात सुनिए, सुनिए.
I'm asking a simple question.
अच्छा आप सुनते चलिए. Let me tell you,
Yes, go ahead.
I think the point was lost because he doesn't want to hear.
No, I'm waiting.
When they were in office,
They are waiting to hear.
allow me.
Yes, go ahead.
The oil price global, and we are a net importer, was $23. During our time, global oil prices went up to 126. Even now, never it comes down below 100. It's 103, 105, 109, 110. I have given you the 8-fold increase even for the oil and gas import prices. If food inflation is the only inflation which is concerning us, to bring down inflation, let's be objective and dispassionate. The states have a role to play, the center has a role to play. Is fruits, vegetables, you are talking of dairy products, that's where the maximum inflation has come. During this period,
Food inflation I'm
please,
talking about.
and this is food or not?
And you then
please
being the
allow me.
minister,
Please allow
You have to
me.
reply to it. I'm asking.
No,
a
I'm
simple
replying
question.
now.
Why for 6,
Listen,
7,
I have
8
in a
Now,
difficult
Mr. Ravi Shankar
position
Prasad, I request
that
you,
I'm trying
if
to
I have to
reply.
interject, I will. And Mr. Anand Sharma, I'll just emphasize that point once again, because for the audiences, this is the most important point.
So I'm
Right?
answering,
My
but
question
you are
to
interrupting me.
My question to you is simply, you go to the market and you ask
Listen,
people
I'm answering.
कि गोभी का दाम कितना बढ़ा है?
Are you debating
How
with
much
me
have,
or
how
allowing
much
me?
have cabbage
Bread का दाम
prices
कितना
gone up
बढ़ा
by?
है?
And
इसका
people
जवाब
will
नहीं है।
tell you that cabbage prices have gone up by more than 700%.
Allow me-
Are you telling me because of global reasons?
Listen, Arnab.
Cabbage prices have gone up by 700%.
Arnab, why
Mr.
don't you
Anand
become
Sharma?
the fourth panelist or allow me to complete?
I am asking you the question
so
to re-emphasize
you are
the point you are
interrupting me
running away from.
repeatedly.
You are running away from the point.
I am not. I'm the last one to run away. The others will run away.
Well, I hope you won't.
The others will run away. Don't worry. You know
Well, I
me.
hope you won't run away, sir, on the issue of
There
price.
is no question. There is no question. You have known me and you introduced me to the audience. Anand Sharma is the last one to run away. Anand Sharma will make everyone else run
So
away.
let me get the
Let
answer.
one
me-
is going to run
let
away.
me
Reply
give
to
you
the
the
query.
answer.
Okay, 1 minute.
Let me give you the answer.
Anand Sharma.
Have the
महंगा है,
patience.
जवाब दीजिए.
Okay.
गोभी क्यों महंगी है, जवाब दीजिए.
Now,
Have the
लोग ये पूछ
patience.
रहे हैं.
You asked the question. Now, please stop. Yeah, thank
Well,
you.
in the lighter vein, they are bringing gobi and vegetables and they will sell it for
They
free.
may be lighter for you.
Allow me.
It is very
allow
serious for me.
Allow
and serious
me.
for them.
Listen, either you keep on interrupting, I can rest here.
Okay, now,
It is
Mr.
not
Anand.
like- it is not like-
No, I can stop here.
Now,
I take offense to it right away.
now, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Rise is a serious issue.
Now,
Anand,
am
take
I?
it seriously.
I'm answering.
I'm making a request.
But he's
All right. I'm
interrupting.
making a personal request to you. He's making his response. Amit Mitra won't come into the debate. Hold yourself back
I'm
for just a
holding. I'm
minute. Yeah,
absolutely
thank you
cool.
very much.
I'm absolutely
You
cool.
see-
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I can tell you the discomfort when the facts come out. I gave you about the oil. There are only 4 areas, fruits and vegetables. If gobi arnab is not part of vegetables, then I think I have something wrong with my English understanding. Now the point is, this is cyclical. This is fruits, vegetables,
Okay.
and this is also meat, dairy products. As I have mentioned,
Okay.
now the
Fine.
prices
No,
also
no,
come
no,
down.
no, we'll move.
Onion prices shoot up to 80, then onion prices come down to 1 rupee.
Yeah, but onion
Now to
prices have
say-
gone up 521%.
No, what is the
since
price today?
2004.
What is the price today?
521%
Farmers
since
are committing
2004.
suicide in Maharashtra.
I have a counter question
Prices
coming
have
on your
come
right.
down.
Amit Mitra is asking
Prices
the
have
next counter
crashed.
question to you. Amit Mitra.
These are cyclical
Amit
issues.
Mitra. Amit
May I
Mitra's
ask my
counter
question?
question.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
go
do.
ahead.
You do.
I think it's very important that Mr. Anand Sharma, the Honorable Minister, has admitted today that there has been extremely disturbing rise in food prices. I mean, this is what the people really want to hear. And I'm glad that you've admitted
Is
that.
it only
But let
confined
me,
to-
let me go deeper into that.
No, I
you
was
have, you have
prevented from
connected
speaking.
that with something that is not connectable. Humbly, if I may say. You talked about fuel price rise, global oil price rise. You are aware that the food prices are not significantly affected by oil prices, manufactured products which use oil. Just a minute. Please don't interrupt me. So one is that fertilizer subsidy has in fact been reduced in your government, and the food prices, if you thought by raising interest rate by the Reserve Bank, you're going to control food prices, there's a complete disconnect, the Chinese wall. So oil prices don't explain it. Reserve Bank's interest rate rising does not lead to incomplete markets or semi-complete markets and the rural farmers market. And who is affected most by price rise, which you have just admitted? The SC/ST, the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribe, the minorities, the bottom of the pyramid. Maybe the middle class and upper middle class will manage. Your government has hurt those poor
What is
people
your
the
question?
most. So that is one. Two.
No, what is your question?
My question
Make your
is.
question.
My
What's
question.
your question? Ask him.
Yes,
Listen.
my
What's your
question is
to him?
that food prices, sir, has no connectivity, Sharmaji, with fuel price increase, nor
didn't say
the
that.
nor
He's
the
getting me
activities
wrong.
of
Okay,
Reserve Bank.
No, he's
And
getting
two,
me
He
wrong.
says
please
you can
explain.
tell him
He's
yourself.
getting me wrong.
Please explain what happened to the rupee under your government.
One second, we'll
Please
come-
explain current account deficit under your government.
Allow
They
me-
tanked. They went down. And the whole country knows that. How can you explain it? How can you disregard it?
Amit,
I'm glad you
Amit,
accepted the food price
Amit,
rise
Okay,
under your
fine.
regime.
I'm an honest man and cannot be in denial because I don't want to look silly before a very informed audience, as many others may be comfortable with. I did not say that oil prices, I'm talking of the inflation. Inflation is overall inflation. I refer to food inflation, and I was being interrupted. I talked of 4 products. I was referring to the state's role. The states also play a role
You have
in
not
inflation.
come here to have a lecture on the economy of
No.
the country. On your
It's
bad
the debate on
governance, you have
economy.
come here.
It's not
When
bad.
You have malgoverned
It's your
India.
disinformation,
Yes.
wrong facts, distortion, half-truths, untruths.
Very good. Very
Why
good.
Gujarat
Good,
and
good,
Bengal?
good, good.
Why Gujarat and
no,
Bengal
can I
have
come
not
here?
abolished the
Can I-
Mandi Act?
Now, Anand
I'm
Sharma.
giving you the correct numbers. Why you
let me
protesting?
throw a challenge to you. How many times have you raised petrol and diesel prices in your regime? Please tell the
No,
audience.
how many times it was raised?
How
during
many
the-
times and by what percentage?
No.
You
Amit
kill the
Mitra,
people.
You will bring the Paribartan where your great
No, you please
leader
tell us a
will
straight
produce
question.
oil and gas.
Are you saying
Human
the BJP
capital-
is misleading the people of India by talking about the Gujarat model?
I am
Are you
simply
saying so?
saying this is a vacuous model.
In Gujarat, nutritional improvement is there 37%. I'm having the document. Dr. Mitra, I can understand your problem. For your electoral problem in Bengal, you have to get the vote of Muslims. You have to show the fear of Gujarat.
One of the most important issues, I believe, an issue you have not looked at, is the issue of jobs. Ask this young audience today what it feels to be unemployed. Ask the people of this country and 100 million new voters who are going to vote for the first time. Yes, no, my question. Here are the statistics. You threw statistics at me. It is now my turn to throw some statistics at you, sir. According to the NSSO figures released in July 2013, and I hope you don't say we don't even believe these figures, the unemployment rate went up by a whopping 2% in rural areas and 3% in urban India. As per the figures as of January 2010, which are very conservative figures, number of unemployed 10 million, figure increases to almost 11 million in January 2012. Mr. Anand Sharma, ask yourself today, all these government figures you put out, if the result of all these figures is that the young, educated, able and skilled people of this country are on the streets without a job to support themselves, what kind of an economy have you been running, Anand Sharma? Answer that question without prevarication, and please don't dodge it. And is this question not relevant to this audience? It is the most relevant question to this audience. Anand Sharma, you failed them on unemployment.
If we are going to have a debate which is mature, then such provocative judgments in advance before the response should be avoided. Number 2, there has been a deacceleration in the economy. As the Economy Minister of India, I cannot be in denial. There are multiple factors, and the numbers are there. There has been a deacceleration. I was being
So you admit it.
listen, cannot be in denial. I am not a person who will quarrel with facts. But the fact of the matter is that the total employment rate in India is 5%. We looked at it very seriously. The share of manufacturing in our GDP, Arnab, is as low as 16%. We discussed with all the stakeholders, and we came out with a national manufacturing policy which is under implementation, which will raise the share of manufacturing in India's GDP by 10 percentage points in 10 years and also create 100 million skilled jobs. National manufacturing policy, has Arnab Goswami read? how many of you have read? It is under implementation. Along with that are the 4 mega industrial corridors. One under implementation.
Sir, I'm talking
three
about
more
the
allowed.
scams because of which the
you are
economy
talking,
went
he
down.
asked me a question on jobs.
No, but I'm telling
and
you the
manufacturing.
jobs are not there because the economy slowed down. And
digress.
why did the economy slow
did
down?
he ask
Because
me a
of
question
scams.
on jobs
Do you know? Yes, I asked you
and
a question on
manufacturing?
jobs.
So
I
please
can link
don't
it
digress.
with-
Allow me to
Can I link it
remain
to scams?
focused.
Can I link it to
Please,
scams?
let me complete this.
Now, can I come in here? Will you
So
allow
the
me to
principal
speak
instrumentality
something?
are
Can I
the
ask some
national
questions,
investment
please?
and manufacturing zones.
Okay.
Or is only a Congress show, then say us we will
What
go
Congress
out.
though? You
Let it be a Congress
you asked
show
me a
only.
question, I can't even inform the audience.
Please complete your counter question. Counter question. Ravi Shankar.
No, my point is very simple. He admitted that the things are not that good. Then the rosy picture he presented initially was based upon sand. That's all I have to say. I'm asking a simple question. Forget everything. Infrastructure development has got no political divide on FDI. You had corruption, 2G, the entire telephony is in a bad shape. There is corruption in national highway, road construction is at a standstill, there is serious unemployment. There is a problem in real estate and power sector, a big area of growth. 68% of India's power is coal based because of big coal scam. Today the entire power sector is in a mess. What has happened is the gross mismanagement of India's economy by lack of important decision in a fair manner, where the questions are being raised upon the Prime Minister. The investors don't trust. Manufacturing is down, export is down, import is down, unemployment is down. Therefore, the people are seriously questioning the youth as to way you have governed the economy. And lastly, one question.
So only the Gujarat model works.
No, I'm asking a simple question.
So only the Gujarat model works.
It does matter. When the you can
I ask you a counter question? Because when I was asking him a counter question, you were not stopping me.
My closing comment is,
I'm not making fun. I'm asking about the Gujarat model. How do you think a reference to the Gujarat model?
when the
constitutes having
country's
fun?
economic growth rate is 4.7%, why is it that states after states are notching up 10% growth rate? Investors are going, investment is going, employment is...
I'm asking you.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm asking you now.
And
If
they are
that is the
Gujarat,
case,
they are
because-
Madhya Pradesh, they
Yes.
are Chhattisgarh,
Yes.
they are maybe even Bengal in certain
Why-
respects. That is Goa.
If
That is a fact.
investment, Mr. Ravi Shankar
Yes.
Prasad is to be the index.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And you go on and on about Modi.
The people are going, I'm not.
Gujarat.
The people are going, I'm not.
Then tell me today,
Yes.
why is Gujarat behind Maharashtra in investment?
Yes.
Why is Gujarat behind Delhi in investment? Why is Gujarat behind Tamil Nadu in investment? Why is Gujarat behind Karnataka in investment? Why is Gujarat behind Andhra Pradesh also in investment, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad? And I'm not even talking about poverty. In terms of poverty alleviation, Gujarat has been outperformed by Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and even Nitish Kumar's Bihar. And I know how much love and affection you have for Nitish Kumar. Even he has outperformed you, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. So when you ask for votes to the people of this country, I want you to please tell them, is this reference to the Gujarat model just a big image that you're presenting before the people, or is there any fact in it?
I can see you are quite unsettled because the barbs received from Anand Sharma.
I am unsettled
but
with
you have a
barbs
little
from
cool
none.
down.
I
You cool
take
down.
barbs
You
from
cool
all
down today.
political parties
The
as
point-
my greatest compliment.
So many channels, so many magazines, so many surveys have given Mr. Narendra Modi as the best chief minister for 6, 7, 8 years in continuing.
The
Is that
channels,
wrong?
so many
That's wrong.
channels,
Just a
so
minute.
many
Just
channels,
a minute.
so many
Don't
magazines
argue now,
have
keep
also
your-
asked you.
Yes,
So
I'm
many
replying
channels
to
and
that.
let me tell you, so many channels and so many magazines have also asked you
no,
why you let Yediyurappa
Or no.
come back to the BJP in
Yes,
Karnataka
yes,
despite the CBI
yes,
case
he was
ongoing
removed,
against him.
He was removed,
So
he
I'm
lost the
asking you that
power.
question.
Don't distract now.
Well,
I know you are
well,
rattled
you
today.
talked about
because
corruption.
People are with Narendra Modi.
corruption.
No, no.
Let me ask on
no,
Gujarat.
just let's be on a serious note.
No,
The
it's a
point-
serious note,
Yes,
sir.
you are not
Corruption
serious.
is not a serious
no,
issue
it
when
is
we
very
talk about
serious. I know. The problem is, in Gujarat, investment is coming. All the big industries are going. All the foreign investments are going. As far as human index is concerned, go and see the condition of farmer there. Go and see the productivity of farmer there.
I think
There is
I'll
10%
take it
growth
up
rate is
from
there.
there, Mr. President.
I differ with you. I have also got this.
Amit Mitra has a counter
Therefore,
question for you.
but the election is going to be held
Open debate
on
round.
India.
At this stage
the
of the
election
debate.
is not going to be held on Gujarat.
well-
Gujarat people have elected Narendra Modi already.
But
and they are
doesn't
going to elect him
Narendra
as the Prime
Modi
Minister of
doesn't
India.
Narendra
Since
Modi
the
in every speech keep talking about what he's going to do for Gujarat, how he's going to repeat Gujarat,
Since
the Gujarat model everywhere?
Or now, since
Amit
Gujarat
Mitra
has
has
come
question.
up,
Yes.
I'd like to very calmly,
Yes.
collectedly, I want to give a set of statistics on Gujarat and I would like a response.
Yes, yes.
Infant mortality in Gujarat.
Yes.
41. Maharashtra is 25. Karnataka is 35. Why is infant mortality in Gujarat so high if such a great model of Honorable Narendra Modi? Dropout rate in Gujarat is 57.9%, but you go to India, even India as a whole, it's 49.3%. PHC, public health centers, which is at the grassroots of a village, requirement is 1,433. Gujarat has only 275. Human capital being undermined.
Are you saying
Human
the BJP
capital
is misleading the people of India by talking about the Gujarat model?
I am
Are you
simply
saying so?
saying this is a vacuous model because
A vacuous model.
it is underlined by fundamental. By the way,
I think it's
growth,
quite straight.
40% of growth of an economy in the 100 years studied is
You
due to
also
human
want to-
capital enrichment. I want an answer to the human capital.
He wants an answer to
What
that.
is this
He wants an
Gujarat
answer.
model?
He wants-
Is it only the big industrialists coming in with big
No, no, you
firms?
give a consolidated-
Is it the common people being
you give a
included?
consolidated
Mamata
answer.
Banerjee's perspective in rise
He
of this
also
human
he
capital.
also has a question, counter question for you. 1 minute. He'll take one more counter question, then you answer both together. Okay, Mr. Prasad? You're on the back foot, I can see. on
Why
this
should
one.
I be back foot?
Anand Sharma.
I'm on the front foot.
Well, sometimes you get, sometimes you get bowled out when you play on the front
I
foot.
have given 5 parameters
Yeah.
for which I need an answer.
Yes, yes.
I don't. You're playing on the front foot, but are you reading the ball well? Anand Sharma, your counter as
No, I
well.
have,
Then we'll take.
I'm just going to restrict myself to one small query and observation to be enlightened. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad did proclaim that the maximum investments are going in the state of Gujarat in response to what Arnab was saying. I would say, most humbly, Ravi Shankar Prasad, that between 2000 and 2012, the total FDI in India was 303 billion, 63 billion, I'm not counting 2013-14, 63 billion was in the state of Maharashtra, 36 billion in NCT of Delhi. This is RBI, if you trust Reserve Bank of India, published numbers which are updated every month. Then what Arnab has said, the same sequence, Gujarat is at number 6 with 8 billion. I do not know which arithmetic says that number 8 is bigger than 63, 36, 12, 15, everything. Second thing which I want to seek your response, there's much publicized and hyped Vibrant Gujarat summits, which of course the great economist and the model of development, the role model, Mr. Modi has. No,
Yeah,
please
yeah,
allow
okay,
me.
now
I'm
we-
just
we-
making, I'm concluding in 10
yeah.
seconds. The total, I'll give you the final total.
Yeah.
From the year 2003 to the
So
year
we need to-
2013, the Vibrant Gujarat investments as claimed by Shri Narendra Modi total up to 1,089
So-
billion
so
US
point is-
dollars, 1,089, whereas the actual FDI as per RBI is 8 billion. I can see boastful claims, but this kind of mind-boggling multiplication I have not known.
I think you've had a double charge.
Good. We are going to have the elections of India, but my two friends are more concerned about Gujarat, not at all saying as to how they have performed, particularly Anand Sharma. Now let me reply. All the issues have been debated in Gujarat elections, reacted by the people.
No, are you avoiding the numbers
Let
you're
me
putting
take
out?
it one by one. One by one. In Gujarat, all the villages of Gujarat are having 24/7 power. Is it a fact or not? It is a fact.
No, so what-
Now, please listen to me. No, don't interrupt me. You gave them a long time. Number two, the income of farmers of Gujarat has risen by 4 times. It is a fact or not? A fact. The UPA government gave the award for the best food grain production in 2011-12. Fact or not? A fact. Now here, as far as
Mr.
report
Prasad-
number 22
Mr.
of the
Prasad-
Planning Commission audit is concerned,
Okay.
of ICDS,
I know.
in Gujarat, nutritional improvement is there 37%. I am having the document. Dr. Mitra, I can understand your problem. For your electoral problem in Bengal, you have to get the vote of Muslims. You have to show the fear of Gujarat.
That's not
but,
economics,
But,
huh?
you are an
Muslims,
economist.
where did you bring
If you
Muslims
want to
into the
talk
debate?
about
But you are an
Muslims, I will
economist.
talk about riots.
The people of
I'm
India
not.
are yearning for a change. People are sick with Manmohan Singh and my good friend Anand Sharma. They want
One
a
second,
change.
Amit Mitra,
they are
Amit
looking
Mitra,
for
Amit Mitra is countering
BJP.
you.
They are looking
Amit
for
Mitra
Narendra
is
Modi
countering you.
because of his record
Amit
of
Mitra,
governance,
Amit
the way he has
An
governed.
answer
Amit
on the
Mitra.
human development index issues I have raised with statistic on Gujarat. If this is the model, the dream you're selling,
Therefore, I'm
the
telling
dream
you,
is punctured.
I should contest that
It is
by
Mamata Banerjee's
report
perspective is people
report number
first.
22
Give us the
of
people answers.
2012-13 of the Planning Commission.
No,
I'm
please
having
give me
of
an answer to the
ICDS.
5 parameters I've
Yes,
given
I've
you.
replied to that. There is
Infant
much
mortality,
improvement. And
maternal
there is a lot of for
mortality,
you to
dropout
look
rates,
towards.
colleges, I've given you the whole space.
Therefore, I'm only
If
telling
I'm
you.
wrong, please tell me I'm wrong.
I'm only
if
telling
I'm
you-
right, this Gujarat model is being
I'm sorry to
oversold,
say there is
made into a dream,
the-
which
Okay.
it is not
the
in
dropout has
statistical
come
terms.
down. The girl education has gone up. The ICDS improvement is much.
Okay.
The farmer income has gone up, and the investment has
you
come
see,
about.
this is
I
a-
contest
this
there
is- this is
completely.
a- this
But
is-
Dr. Mitra,
to the audience, I want to
elections
say
are
something.
Going to be for the
I
India,
want to tell
for the way
something to
they
this
have
audience.
governed.
Ravi Shankar
Right?
Prasad,
They are more important.
hello Mr. Prasad, I stand here. Can't you see me and hear me anymore?
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you pretending to be
No, not
more
pretending.
deaf and blind?
I know
to
my
me?
two friends on the left have a problem with Gujarat because they have a problem with Narendra Modi. But the people of the country look for Narendra Modi and the BJP.
Well,
Friends
to
the
this-
right. No.
To this audience,
Friends
to
to
this,
the-
to this audience, to this audience, I
he's
want.
so confused. We are standing on his right, or not on his
Now
left.
you are becoming personal. Come on.
No, you said friends on my left.
We are bringing law only for the sake of it. Your people, they are doing everything to destroy the system by promoting corruption, irregularities, right from the Prime Minister down the line.
We did take action.
Come on.
Ministers resigned.
Is
Chief
the
ministers
Colgate
resigned.
file not lost?
Serving ministers had
Is the
to
Supreme Court
step
not going to
down
reprimand
and they
you?
went to prison.
Come on.
Ask
in
him.
The in the
They are
JPC, you
convicts
compromise the
ministers
entire
serving in
entire-
Narendra Modi's
entire
government.
entire 2G
Allow
issue.
me.
You compromise.
Three
Mr.
ministers
Chakko
stand
behaved
convicted.
like that.
They
And by the way,
continue in Modi government.
I think we should ask a few straight questions in a very quick rapid fire round before we end. So I'm going to choose one person among the three to ask questions to. That does not mean I'm discriminating against that person because that person has already accused me of being biased and prejudiced, something I hotly object. The person I will ask questions to is Anand Sharma, and everybody is free to come in. And because Anand Sharma has dodged several questions, I will ask two quick questions, sir.
dodged.
Please give me
Not
quick
dodged.
replies.
When I answer, either you interrupt or he objects.
Okay, so there'll be quick questions, quick replies.
Sure do.
Do we agree? Quick questions, quick replies. Mr. Anand Sharma, your Prime Minister himself accepted that you just did not do any decision making for a very long time. When that is the reason,
I don't
when
think he
slow
said
clearance,
that.
of course he has. Mr. Anand
No,
Sharma,
I don't know from where you're quoting.
I
So
quote-
let me contest that straight away.
You want to
Move
contest?
to the next question.
No, are you contested? You want me to prove it?
No, I will tell you then what
I think the
decisions
Prime
we
Minister has-
then it will be a long answer.
Okay, now I'll
Policy
give you a clear
rollouts,
answer. I'll give
FDI
clear
opening,
question to you on the
every
December-
decision has been made.
On December 18th, 2013,
No,
the
let's
Prime
not get
Minister of
into
India,
rhetoric.
the
I'll
Prime Minister,
give you the answer.
Prime Minister of India said that
Ask your
there have been
question.
several bottlenecks. We have not been able to take up decisions in the cabinet for decision making. It will all take time. Therefore, in
Arnab?
retrospect, he said we should have done this 1 year earlier. But let us recognize the correction is now underway. So my question to you, Mr. Minister, is this, and let the others come in. Sir, do you have to realize what job you have to do for the economy 4 months before the elections? You forgot it for the last 4 years and 8 months since the UPA2 came to power. Answer the question, sir. Answer the question, sir.
I think
and then
Arnab-
others can come in.
Arnab, I gave the year 25th of October to be precise, 2011, when the biggest policy rollout took place, the national manufacturing policy. It was in the year 2011 when the cabinet gave the approval for Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, which along with which the integrated industrial townships have been rolled out. These have been launched. World Bank says that this is the most innovative infrastructure project ever conceived
Sir,
and the biggest under implementation. I'm talking
you
of
contesting
decision.
your own Prime Minister?
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Are you saying the Prime Minister is
No,
not
let me
saying the
tell you
truth?
what Prime Minister meant. What Prime
But this
Minister
is what the Prime
said.
Minister said. You're saying
What-
what the Prime Minister meant.
Yes.
I'm quoting to you
yes,
what the Prime Minister
yes,
said.
because I know.
I
think
know
talk
too he
more
said this.
I talk more to the Prime Minister than you.
I'm sure
Please
you
give
do.
me
He
that.
doesn't talk to me. I would like to talk to him.
No, that's fine. That's your problem. Issue is that when you vitiate the political discourse, when you vitiate the environment, when you create an environment where every decision is questioned, every signature is made suspect,
okay.
when you create that kind of environment where civil servants and others,
Okay.
because of your loud screaming, everything becomes a scam. Here I will say very proudly that we are a government. We are a government. You ask me repeatedly about scams and don't allow me to answer. We put in place a system of transparency. We empowered the citizens, gave you guys the right to information, which is the most empowering act. We have taken action. There is accountability. As Amit would agree, irrespective of
Sir.
our political differences,
Sir,
as
quickly.
economies have evolved historically, as systems have developed,
Sir, you-
regulatory frameworks have been put in place. My
Okay,
government
sir,
has
he
done
wants
that.
to interject you now. Who,
My government has done that.
You blame
They have
everybody,
been
everybody but
I know, I'm
yourself.
stating the facts.
No, you're fine. You blame
Today
every-
you have a regulator for every sector.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We'll take one counter question. Feel free to come in this last 5 minutes of the debate. You can come in on that point.
All right, Anand Sharma, my good friend, you brought RTI, right to information.
We created awareness.
Please. If right to information came, then why Colgate happened? If right to information came, why 2G happened?
Wait, can I
If right to information came, why scam after
Would you
scam
allow me
happened?
to-
Because you were bringing law only for the sake of it. Your people were doing everything to destroy the system by promoting corruption, irregularities, right from the Prime Minister down the line. That was the reason. And therefore the Supreme Court had to intervene. No, please.
That I must
No,
contest
please.
and object to.
All right.
We did take action.
Come on.
Ministers resigned.
Is
Chief
the
ministers
Colgate
resigned.
file not lost?
Serving ministers had
Is the
to
Supreme Court
step
not
down
going to reprimand
and they
you?
went to prison.
Come on.
Ask
in
him.
In the
They are
JPC, you
convicts
compromised the
ministers
entire
serving in Narendra Modi's government.
entire 2G
Allow
issue.
me.
You compromised
Three
Mr.
ministers
Chako
stand
behaved like
convicted.
that. And
They
by the way,
continue in Modi government.
no, if
What
side
about
showing, I'm
Babulal
asking a question,
Bukharia?
he can reply.
What about
He
Solanki?
can reply like that.
What about
And
Kodlani?
by the way, he just talked of
Did you arrest Yediyurappa?
Just he
It was
talked of
Supreme Court
manufacturing
which already
policy.
has arrested.
Just he talked of
We
manufacturing.
took
We are
action.
talking of
My
Which
next
was never
question
taken.
is to Amit Mitra of the Trinamool Congress, please.
Only-
Last
only-
3 minutes
I
of the
think-
debate.
I
Amit
think
Mitra,
first
I have a
of all-
question for you.
Only one-
My question for you, and we have sparred on this before, we've disagreed on this. Professor Amit Mitra, you are a man of great eminence. You have learnt at the London Delhi School of Economics. You have taught at the best universities abroad. You've led industry organizations. One expects that at least your party will have something called consistency. You leave a government saying we are opposed to RTI in retail, etc., aviation, insurance, pension, FDI in retail, insurance, aviation, and pension. Sir,
And diesel and petrol. price.
but what about the hypocrisy, sir? Hypocrisy. So the hypocrisy is this. It's not about you. The hypocrisy is, in 2009 in your election manifesto, you said we need FDI. And later you oppose FDI. My simple point to you, people will accuse you of using economics as a political tool. This particular issue, and I can point out to you, sir, point 42 on page 81 in the draft manifesto titled What the Trinamool Congress Wants at a Glance. You say the entry of large domestic and foreign trade capital and retail trade with ACCA, and then you walk out of the government on this issue. So what kind of hypocrisy
No,
is
I
this?
think-
It's completely baffling.
I think you are absolutely wrong.
So I have read out from what your party has
from
said.
day one,
I have
the
read
position
out.
of the party has been that you cannot have foreign direct investment in retail, for which I have given you 10 examples.
Sir,
Just a minute,
sir,
let me complete or not. Let me complete.
Sir, you took it off from
Everybody-
your website when you were leaving the government. You
I
know
am
this.
I am telling you, this is not the issue. The issue
changed your position.
No question of changing the position.
U-turn.
I would like to ask Mr. Sharma.
No, he
on
wants to counterject.
No, I think I want to first raise a counter issue. If you have created a manufacturing policy,
No, you are dodging my question.
Index of industrial production.
Sir, you're dodging my
the
question on
number is-
retail. You did a
I have
U-turn. You
said
answer my
I have
question
said
on
to you
retail,
very
sir.
plainly, we have been consistently against foreign direct investment in retail.
Sir.
There is no question there is.
Sir,
I
you
think
supported
we
retail in-
support foreign direct investment in general.
Now.
But we have never supported foreign direct investment in retail. I'm not talking about back end.
Sir, in your draft manifesto, you write the entry of large domestic and foreign capital in retail will occur.
I think you are absolutely misreading it.
Sir,
There is
misreading,
foreign
this is
direct
English.
Investment is
This is
very
plain
clearly
English.
something. Foreign direct investment, we certainly
Sir, did
have
you
no
do a
problem
U-turn?
with.
Did you
But
do a U-turn?
You are getting into which is right from day one. The party has been against
Sir,
this issue.
sir,
I'm telling
I
you very
disagree.
clearly. And that is we did not
I
leave the
disagree
government
with- I
only on
disagree
foreign
with-
direct investment in retail.
Sir,
we
I-
left the government because of diesel
touch
and
your heart, you know I'm
prices.
right.
How many times it has gone up?
A
We
counterjection,
left the government because
counterjection. 2 minutes on the
insurance-
debate. 2 minutes on the debate. He has a
I would like
counterjection for you.
Counter
question for you.
let me continue
Counter
on this
question.
issue.
No, he wants a counter question on this
No,
point.
but
must
I
let him
want
in.
to raise a counter question to what Mr.
No,
Sharma raised.
you can both
he
raise
said
counter questions.
manufacturing competitive policy. But his own ministry has published index of industrial production
think he's-
minus
He has a counter question on the
2.2%.
retail issue.
I'm giving
Anand
you a
Sharma, what was your
counter-question on your
counter
very
question?
statement.
What was your counter
Minus
question?
2.2% growth in manufacturing.
Okay.
Mitra, everything minus.
0.17%.
Everything minus. Latest economic
1 minute.
survey.
Ravi Shankar.
12-13. All manufacturing minus.
What manufacturing policy are we talking about? I think Mr. Sharma
Your
also
document.
said that unable to control the
Now, I'm told we
I
have
want
2
to
minutes
know-
on the debate.
He has said that he
Please,
has
I
the
think
scams.
this is getting a bit unclear.
What is important
again-
is that
Sir,
the
you need
Colgate
to wrap up.
file
Sir,
has
you
been
can't.
lost.
Sir, you can't.
Can
Sir,
one deny that the Colgate
Amit
file
Mitra,
has been
just
lost?
because I asked you a question that you don't
I've
want to
given you a
answer.
straight answer. We have been right from the beginning.
think,
Everybody knows, research shows.
Anand
this is the case.
Sharma's last response.
Typical problem of a professor. Question was very specific on FDI in retail, which your manifesto did say yes to. Dr. Amit Mitra, I have highest respect for your intellect, but you know your own views changed on FDI and multi-brand retail once when you moved from FICCI Secretary General to become a minister in Mamta's government. These things do happen.
I think
No, I'm not being.
That is
You
personal.
changed your views.
I don't think you understand, you do
no,
understand,
allow
but
me
you're
to.
avoiding the difference between
I'm not-
back end,
No,
which are
no,
7 steps,
it's not back end.
versus retail.
It's not back end,
I
it's
have given
retail.
a detailed interview
No, no,
saying
no.
farmer has to
No,
be
no, it's not.
supported.
I'm saying
and for
he
that,
himself-
back end is okay.
No,
But you
no,
cannot have retail
no.
because the whole number
I-
of poor people.
So we are running short of time. We are
I-
exactly
I-
at
Unorganized
90
sector,
seconds.
everybody
Listen,
will collapse.
I
90
just-
Mr.
seconds
Sharma,
left.
your Minister of State in
Sir,
the
let him complete, sir.
Sir,
He's
his
like-
Minister of State in the
Sir, let him
in the
complete.
Rajya Sabha himself
So
said.
because we are short of time, Amit Mitra.
Let me
let me-
give you the dates
No,
because
if he
for
has
which
to
the
speak-
minister said August
you-
21st,
This is
2012, Jyotiraditya Scindia said that beginning in retail is going
Okay,
to hurt
okay,
the
no,
country
no,
in terms of
no,
employment.
no, 1
said
minute,
that.
one
He
minute.
was your own Minister
One
of
minute.
State.
No,
Reply,
I think
please, quickly.
the answer is, Dr. Amit Mitra, with all respect, the country has seen the debate in both the houses on multi-brand retail FDI, the debate and the vote, and also the debate and the discussion and the judgment of the Supreme Court of India, which has given a ringing endorsement.
you could
We
not
won
tell
the,
any-
we
any
won the,
detailed FDI.
please, it has come, thanks to your threatening Modi
come on.
and all of you. Now
They
Mr.
don't
Modi
trust
himself
you.
is changing. Don't interrupt. Now Mr. Modi is telling the small traders, don't be afraid. It's on record. Now regarding manufacturing policy,
Okay, now.
he's mixing. He is actually losing trees for good. What I said was a manufacturing policy, integrated industrial cities and the corridors. I did not deny about deacceleration. I said we are addressing it through this.
Anand
If Dr. Amit Mitra's case is that all
Anand-
these
Anand
industrial
Sharma, now we are
cities of the
closing.
future
Now we are closing.
should come up in 2 minutes,
Now-
like you're
now-
ordering.
now we close.
Yes, leaders have
And-
a
and-
vision for the future.
And-
they don't stagnate in the present.
I know that Ravi Shankar Prasad, you want to make a pitch for Modi in the last 30 seconds. No. I request you don't do that. This is a national election debate. Don't get into political
my young friends,
advertising.
I am not going to make any pitch. We began the debate as to where they have managed the economy. Do they deserve a third chance?
Of course we do.
The minister spoke, avoided direct answer to straight questions. You all are intelligent people. Country's economy is in a mess. There is problem everywhere. Even Indians are not trusting as
I
far
think-
as India is concerned. Therefore,
I will allow-
the time for a change. I will request you, please.
Closing
rise to the
statements.
occasion,
I will
go
give
for
them.
a change.
I will let the minister close at the end, the union minister. But Amit Mitra, your closing remarks.
No, what-
Everybody
my
says this.
closing remark
Everybody
is-
says this.
Yes.
Third front government, economic disaster. Address
I
that
think
in
we
your
are not
last 30
talking about
seconds.
third front is a, as
Or
Mamata
fourth front
Banerjee
or
has
federal
said,
front or fifth front.
The point is very simple. There is no denying that the morale of the country has significantly fallen. We are divided, we are unjust with what we started because of deep corruption that everybody knows about. We need a change. Therefore, that change has happened in Bengal. It has happened in some other places. What we are saying is change of a third kind. A historic point of history when we are standing at the crossroads.
Anand Sharma.
So all we are saying is enough is enough for the two major parties. It's time that the young people open their mind and think of a change.
I think it's
Did you
been a
see
good
the
debate.
difference?
And the last statement from on the question, and remember after this you will vote. I want you to vote. And what was our subject? Our subject was that if the economy is the issue, the UPA cannot win the election. Not can win. Cannot win the election. Because the subject is pitted against him and he has debated well. Last 30 seconds, closing remarks. Your last chance
We
to
have
win the
debated
audience
badly.
over.
Do you mean to say that?
You've done very well as well.
Okay,
Not
thank
that
you.
you need my certificate. Okay, 30 seconds, closing remarks.
Well, we have tried to deliver in a very challenging backdrop. I've shared with you the policy rollouts, the decisions, further opening up of the FDI in multiple sectors, attracting the highest FDI, making India the first three most favored destination in the world as per the World Bank, IMF, JBIC. You pick up any report, destination for foreign direct investment. I can understand Dr. Amit Mitra is an economist. He cannot agree with me in public because it's an election debate. As far as dear Ravi Shankar Prasad is concerned, I can understand their slogan is नई सोच नई दिशा. पहला एनडीए में वाजपेयी जी को कोई सोच कोई दिशा नहीं थी. मैं वो नहीं, प्लीज डोंट इंटरप्ट मी. आई डिड नॉट इंटरप्ट.
नई दिशा की जरूरत है.
जो में से सुनिए, मोदी नामा, मोदी गुलाल, मोदी पिचकारी, मोदी पापड़, मोदी बनियान, मोदी साड़ी. That will improve the economy. That's the
Okay, well, okay, the question is, if the economy is the issue, the UPA cannot win this election, how many of you agree with the subject that they cannot win the election if the economy is the issue? And how many of you feel they can?
See Anand Sharma.
How many of you feel they can?
Don't worry, I'm not.
How many of you feel they can? There are still a few out there.
Yes. You have lost here badly, Anand Sharma.
No, one
because
second.
People are trusting for a change.
The battle then goes
regardless
to
of
the
what
court.
you say.
But can I say this? Would you say this to all our panelists that was well debated? Can I have a round of applause to each one of them, please? And it's been an excellent debate. And a debate like this reinvigorates our faith in the political class needing to come on platforms like this to come and express their point of view. Till the next national election debate, thank you for watching and goodbye. Thank you. Thank you very much.